Since its inception in 2015, Ethereum has come a long way. It is now the most popular Layer 1 blockchain and has recently undergone a major upgrade to the proof-of-stake consensus system. Everyone wants to use Ethereum for the benefits it provides over other L1 blockchains, higher security, and higher decentralization. But the high demand for Ethereum doesn't come without downsides. It causes a lot of congestion on the network, which means the transaction costs can often be really high, and the speed of the transactions is usually very low. To solve this congestion, Ethereum needs to help from Layer 2 solutions. Layer 2 solutions are like partner companies that help Ethereum process more transactions at a lower cost. One of the widely used L2 scaling solutions is rollups. But before we dive into that, consider subscribing to this channel. We share videos every week simplifying the most interesting ideas in crypto through animated videos that everyone can understand. Rollups provide a fascinating solution to Ethereum's congestion problem. You can think of them as skyscrapers in a congested city. Because there's a land shortage, people build apartments and offices on top of each other to get more value from a small piece of land. Ethereum, with its high demand and popularity, is like New York, and rollups are like skyscrapers in Manhattan. Rollups execute transactions off-chain to reduce the burden on Ethereum. They then combine or batch the results of multiple off-chain transactions, put them into a compressed file to reduce the size, and post this compressed file on the Ethereum blockchain. This compressed file contains the key parameters required to post a transaction on the Ethereum blockchain: sender's address, receiver's address, the sender's account balance before and after the transaction, and the receiver's account balance before and after the transaction. There are two types of rollups: Optimistic Rollups and Zero-Knowledge Rollups, or ZK-Rollups. Let's look at Optimistic Rollups first. When Optimistic Rollups post a compressed file, the blockchain optimistically believes that all the transactions contained in the file are valid. It doesn't verify if the transactions have been executed correctly, and believes that whoever is posting the transaction is innocent until proven guilty. The poster is required to submit a security deposit along with the compressed file as well. Why is that? In case the transactions are malicious, there's a window of time during which anyone can provide a fraud proof against the compressed file. As the name suggests, a fraud proof is the proof that the compressed file contains invalid transactions. It includes previous balances, actual valid transactions, and the actual new balances. The blockchain then executes the transactions and compares the results to those posted by the optimistic rollup. If there's a mismatch, this proves that whoever posted the batch didn't apply the transactions properly. The chain then reverts that batch of transactions and all the batches after it. In such a case, the deposit amount of the original poster is slashed. Optimism and Arbitrum are two projects that have been doing really well in the optimistic rollup space. Unlike optimistic rollups, ZK rollups use the don't trust, verify mentality. In their compressed files, in addition to the key parameters, ZK rollups include a proof that the final balances are the correct result of executing the batch of transactions. This proof is called a ZK-SNARK. Anyone can use the ZK-SNARK in each file to verify the transactions contained in that particular compressed file. How ZK-SNARKs exactly work is beyond the scope of this thread, but in brief, ZK-SNARKs let us generate a proof of an underlying piece of data without revealing the actual data. Anyone can later verify the data existed, even if they don't have access to the data itself. Some examples of ZK rollups are Starkware and ZK-Sync. Both Optimistic and ZK rollups are still in their infancy. Optimistic rollups have the lead in adoption because of their simplicity, as generating ZK proof is hard. but ZK rollups are a superior technology and might win in the long run. 2022 saw huge developments in the ZK rollup tech, and it'll be interesting to see how this space evolves in the near future. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like below and subscribe to the channel for weekly animated explainers about the most interesting ideas in crypto and how they work under the hood.